yesterday just wasn't a very good day at the end of the day. Plugged up the tailing elevator on the combine, so I gotta get that unplugged this morning. Hopefully, might have to bring it back here, put it in the shop, let some that snow melt off of it, because apparently had a little more snow in the backfield, so I gotta check that out this morning. But then back in the semi in down here last night, and my low air light came on and wasn't building any air, so I was lucky I made it home. But this Mack doesn't have a dryer system on the air, and it came from Tennessee, so apparently they don't need one down there on their trucks, because probably don't get too cold down there. But it froze up. It's got some moisture in the system, so it's dripping out of there now. But got the whole heater on it. I forgot to drain this truck. It did this to me last year too, and I forgot all about it. But we're getting it drained. Hopefully then I can build enough air. But got the dryer still going. We shut it off last night, but it's back going now. There ain't I think there's 2 rings in it last night, so there ain't much in it. But I got the front hopper on this truck dump. I still got the back one, so I need to get it started up here so I can finish dumping it. But we'll see. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. This will be drained, and then we can start it up and move it. Well, got her moved. That's all the water that came out of it there. Had quite a bit in there, but we got her moved. Then I had a valve leaking. I don't know, I think it quit leaking, but it's up under, now you can't see it, but it's under there. It's for the take all the, comes in there from the main air supply, and then it splices off everywhere. But it was leaking some, but I think it quit leaking, so that's good. But we got her moved, so we'll get this 4020 fired up, and then we'll unload this back hopper. So I went out to try the combine, see if it worked, because it's right around 32, 33 degrees and the sun's out. So figured it might have unthawed what was froze in it, but it wasn't. So I got it brought home here. It's in the shop, so 61, 62 degrees in here. So hopefully get this unthawed. But the problem was, it was the grain, the auger and the hopper. That's the one that was froze. And I don't know how well you guys can see in here, but that pulley right there, that little dab there, that's not supposed to be black, that's supposed to be green. It was slipping the belt, and you could smell it last night, but I couldn't see where anything was. The belts weren't, I couldn't tell the belts were slipping until at the end there. It must have froze it up all the way, and you could tell then it made it black. So it's in here, gonna get warmed up. Hopefully then let it sit in here for an hour or two and get it to melt. Because when I tore the hopper extensions down, I got to turn the auger in the hopper there. I got to fold that down, and you could tell there was quite a bit of kind of like the dust and cracks and stuff. It was kind of frozen there, so I thinking it just had too much bad junk in there that got froze. So hopefully get that unthawed and get back going. But this truck, few days ago, changed the I guess it'd be about a week or so. I changed the oil and fuel filter because it was running rough. Well, did that, started up fine, everything worked. Then went to start the next day to go get some wood, and it started up, sputtered, died, couldn't get back going. Well, found out the fuel pump or something with the fuel quit, because the fuel bowl is right on top down there. It's not getting any fuel anymore, so the pump ain't pumping it. I changed the fuses in it, that didn't fix it. So they're on these Ford Power Strokes, the 2000, well, these are 99 to 2003 models. Got a fuel pump on the rail. I think they're somewhere in here. So I'm gonna take a look at that, see if it's getting power. If it is, then 99% sure the pump's junk, because when I changed the filter, the bowl had a bunch of like plastic or silicone particles in it. It looked weird, so I don't know if that was the pump exploded or what, but we've owned a lot of these 7.3 Power Strokes, and all had a lot of miles on them, and we've never had problems with the fuel pump, so I didn't think it was too common of a thing, but we'll see if it is the fuel pump. So got the light, we'll go underneath this thing and see if we can figure it out. Finished up today. I got one more round in this field, and then I got that field over there, which is about 7-ish acres, and then we'll be done here. So I'm hoping to, I should be able to get it all on the truck with the auger wagon and combine, but we'll see what that stuff does, because this stuff's making just a shade under 200. It was at 197, so we should be able to get it all on there, because that size is usually pretty good, but we'll see once we get in there. So my dad brought the combine, or semi. We got it parked in up by the road, and then he brought the auger wagon back here for me. So we'll finish this up and hopefully get moved up into that next field here and see what we can get done. So I got started in this back piece here, got this end row opened up, then it kind of goes off back in there, got that, got a pass back in there and then along the woods there, but dumping now because got full hopper, so get that dumped. Then that bearing down there is looks like it's smoking, so we'll go get this unloaded here, and then we'll go take a look at that. So this bearing down in here, can't really see too much, but it melted this. This is just its cover, but bearing in there ain't doing too hot. So I got a hopper full, or semi full, so we'll take this home. My dad's gonna call to see if we can get that part here, and I'll go run over and get that, and then we'll change it. Our John Deere dealer did have the bearing for the corn head, so my mom, she picked that up, and I got the semi unloaded. And then my dad called saying he needed some fuel, so me and my truck got the fuel filled. It ain't all the way full because we ran out of fuel, so we're gonna have to call our fuel guy, get him coming. But I'm gonna head over there, get him fueled up, and then our truck drivers, they're gonna come get it preload for tomorrow. The elevator's open from, I think he said 7 to noon or something like that, so he's gonna try again. Couple loads hauled in, so I gotta grab the auger wagon, but we'll get my dad fuel, and then we'll go grab that auger wagon. So it's getting kind of late here. It's 5 o'clock and already dark, so I'm gonna take this corn head home, pull it in the shop, that way I can work on it tonight, hopefully get it changed. I got the truckers, they should be almost coming. He said he was gonna text me, but I haven't gotten a text or nothing yet, so not too sure, but should be able to get this home. Then I'm gonna grab the auger wagon and take it home and get it filled up. That way we can get them in and out of here, and we'll hopefully be able to get a couple loads hauled in tomorrow, granted if they're gonna stay open, because usually they tend to have some sort of problem, it seems like. So hopefully be able to get a couple loads hauled in. But got the head off, so we'll get it held on to the cart, and then we'll get this on heading home. So got the auger wagon and tractor home, getting it filled up. Guys should be here pretty soon, and gotta get this filled up and then get it emptied and get a little bit more. So we'll get this filled up, and then they should be here. Got the truck driver all filled up, and he headed on home. He'll get that hauled in first thing tomorrow. We're hoping to get a couple loads hauled in if everything goes good. He should be able to get about 3 hauled in if the elevator doesn't have any problems or anything. So should be able to get that hauled out, a couple loads anyways. But right now, I'm trying to get this bearing changed. This is back one here, I don't know. Yeah, you can't really see it, but I got them bolts off. Got all these bolts off. There's umpteen of them, but trying to get this. This is gasketed, or gasket maker on it, and trying to get it broke loose. And I split this piece here, and back where, can't remember where the other piece was, but it split a little bit somewhere, yeah, right in here. It split that some, so not too happy with it, but it is what it is. Hopefully be able to gasket it back up and not have any problems with it. But trying to get the oil drained out of it some, so then when I do pop it off, it doesn't just spew all over the place. So trying to drain it, it's draining some, but I need to try getting the bottom broke loose some more. But trying to not break it any more than I already did, and with it being split down here at the bottom, it's kind of hard to work around here and not split that some more. So we'll hopefully get this off, and then get the bearing changed tonight, but it's starting to get on the later side, so hopefully I can get this off before it gets too late, but we'll keep working around here and see if we can get this off. Got the cover off. As you can see, it's not supposed to be like that. Split it right there. This is potted aluminum, I think, and so I'll have to see maybe if take it to a shop, see if they can weld that some. I don't think gasket maker's gonna quite seal that all the way, which this needs to be pounded back flat. But you can tell the bearing's been out for a while because it started rubbing in that. And when took this out, you're not supposed to have ball bearings come out, which you can see how loose this chain is here. So that definitely doesn't wiggle, but it's definitely out. So I think all I gotta do is loosen this up some more, get this nut off, pull this off, and then it should be right in behind there, and pop that off. So we'll get that off here and see what we got. This morning we had our straw guys come. They got 530 bales that'll tide them over for I think they said 2 days, so today and tomorrow. Then it's supposed to start raining, so we'll see when they can get back out into the fields, because they're it's sandier stuff, so they should be able to get back out there sooner. But we're still working on this corn head. Last night got the bearing out, and it's not much left of it. It kind of lost all the bearings out of it. This is what it's supposed to look like. So a little bit of a difference there, but we're getting everything cleaned up. Got these pieces had that gasket maker on it, so we're getting that cleaned up. Getting this one cleaned up here. It's got the gasket on it, and Deere does have this cover, so my uncle, he's going to get that this morning, so I don't have to worry about that, because we started looking at this, and probably not the best thing to try putting back on. But getting this cleaned up here too. Got to get all this gasket maker off of here. Started cleaning it up, and not cleaning up too bad, so that's good. Got a wire wheel on this drill, so we're getting it, but got to get everything cleaned up. And then I got some oil for it, so we'll put new oil in it. And shouldn't be too much longer here, because my uncle, he's going to go get that cover, so by the time he gets back, I should have this cleaned up and the bearing back in here, and the sprocket on, and that all cleaned up. So all gotta do is put the cover, new cover back on, put the silicone gasket maker on it, fill it with oil, and we should be good. So I'll get this all cleaned up here and get put back together. So I was getting this piece cleaned up, and as you can see right in there, it got a gap, and it's not supposed to be like that. It kind of egg-shaped it down there from, this was sitting on the bottom, so that shaft was sitting there and grinding down on it. That's where this was. So it heated it up too much and bent it some, and what's gonna happen is the oil bath in here that seals up like that, so oil's on this side, and then the one flange is on this side, and I guess both flanges are on this side, but when the oil's in there, those flanges are supposed to keep the oil on this side. Well, with that being egg-shaped like that, it's not gonna work, so I'm having my uncle pick up 2 of them just to make sure, because this one's not too bad, but we're just gonna make sure we get it done right, because we don't want to have the oil leaking when we're picking corn and you'd have to tear all this back off. So we're just gonna do it right first time, that way we don't have any more problems. But we'll get them, and then we'll get this put back together. truck driver came back and got him loaded up. He's taking in another load, but that's all he's gonna get because they close at noon, I believe. So by the time he gets up there to get back, he wouldn't be able to get back up there. So we got 2 loads hauled out anyway, so that's plus. But they won't be back open until I think Monday or so, and today's Thursday, so can't do too much. But it's supposed to rain this weekend anyways. But we're still working on this. Got this, got the new bearing put in there, back in there. Got gasket maker on this side and in between them, so sandwich that together, shouldn't leak out of there. Then got the sprocket on with the nut, got the chain put on, got it tensioned like it should, and got the old gasket cleaned off there. It's all ready to go, wiped down. This is the new piece. As you can see, it is plastic instead of the metal, so not sure if that's good or bad, but we'll see. But they already come with this O-ring in here, so hopefully it doesn't leak. But just for precautionary measures, put gasket maker on it just to make sure. And the next problem we ran into, bolts aren't quite long enough. Nothing new there, so yeah, my uncle, he's run down getting some new bolts for that. And then we got to get this cover switched over, which I can't flip that over because got the gasket maker already on it. So I'm gonna wait for my uncle to get back. We'll slap that on, and then we'll put the cover back on, and then we got our oil right there. So hopefully shouldn't be too much longer and we'll be able to get back going. But next problem ran into, I can't get these little plugs out. There's 2 of them here to put into the new one. They don't have them here, so they're pretty well stuck in there, and I think that's how you're supposed to fill the oil. And I can't get these out to even put in that, so gonna have to come up with something here, but we'll see if we can get them out. But we'll wait for my uncle to get back, and we'll get this slapped on here and see what we can get done. So we got the corn head put all together and took it out to the field. Picked I think about 5 to 7 acres anyways, and worked good. Everything smooth now, running it because it had a little chatter to it. Well, apparently that bearing's been going out for a while, but we got it fixed. Had to go to the hardware store and get different bolts because that cover was thicker because it's plastic, so we had to get different bolts for that and had to grind it down some to get it to fit. But we got it fixed and put it on, and was not leaking any oil, so that's good. And picked the 6 or so acres, didn't have any problems with it, and got that field done. But it's supposed to rain tonight into tomorrow, I think about 3/4 of an inch. So we got everything put inside here, semis in here, combines in here. Got the side and top opened up because got to add coolant, so left that stuff open, that way I don't forget. And that way next time we go out we can get that topped off before I go. But everything worked good on it. Got this in here, that way don't get wet because fits in here without unhooking it. So then this thing, we got the fuel pump. I believe my mom picked it up this morning. Yeah, so got the fuel pump for it. I'm thinking that's a problem because checked the fuses and everything's good. So I'm kind of hoping that's the issue because that was, I think, over $500 for a little fuel pump, but needed, so bought it and hopefully get this back going because taking up quite a bit of shed room in here that doesn't need to be. So we'll hopefully get working on that tomorrow. And electrician, he's been working in here, got this stuff all done Well, I guess we'll start up top. The air compressor's going in there, so he's got that on a, I guess a breaker or whatever, but you put that up there, so air compressor's going in that back corner. Then we're gonna put a shelf up there for all our parts. And down here, we got the welder, plasma cutter, and then here's a 110, and then gonna be 110. And then put a light switch up here, so we're gonna put a couple LEDs up here. That way this gets lit up. And then he ran, put in two 110 plugins there, and then 110 on that back wall. And then got the fans and lights all up. Over on this other side, he had this done for quite a while now. Got all these plugins here. There's this guy. He's gonna build us a 20. I think it's 24 foot by. I think it's 2 or 3 foot. I think it's 3 foot bench, and go down here, starting. I think at the end of this plywood going down. So that's gonna be our main workbench, and then he's got another 110 out there, and. Then got the light switch there, got the fan there, and then he's got right there, we're putting a light outside, so that's for that. And then he's got a couple receptacles up there that might add a light in there, but it's bright in here, but it's got a lot of shadows that I don't really care too much for, like right back here, so might run a extension cord there and drop one there and put another one in each corner up here and in the backs. But for right now, it kind of gives us a idea on what we want, because like right in here it's dark, so I'm gonna put one in the middle. But shop's coming along, so that's good. It's also heated in here right now, so I think we got it set at 60 or 61 degrees, so it's nice being able to pull stuff in here and everything not be cold. So it's definitely nice, and built this loft for us. I think it's 16 foot, I believe, and 8 foot tall. So we might add on to it. We'll see what we need, but it gives us a little bit of room. And then it's, I think it's 6 foot, because yeah, he's got 4 and then a half a sheet. So yeah, it's pretty good, well built. So it ain't going nowhere. But so we'll I think tomorrow is supposed to be raining, so I think we got a bunch of odds and ends. I know we want to get the air compressor put up there, so we might be doing that, but I'll get you guys back out here in the morning.